Hi everyone, welcome to Let's Celebrate TV Live. I'm your host, Peter Lee. Now today, our live stream is all about food myths. But before we get there, you know who's with me. He's the cameraman, the director, IT guy, lighting person, and my chief food myth buster. It's Phil Gordimer, my husband.
And good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you're watching us from or on replay. I think we actually should retitle this episode and call it Things Your Grandma Told You.
So I'm a little flustered now because as I was shaking, the cocktail started to spring out. It didn't seal very well.
I just want to pop this in. The guys from Pepper Tree Village said they got their package, so that's
Very
great.
good.
Thank you.
Very good. So let's have a little cocktail. Hopefully it got shaken enough. I'm not going to tell you what it is quite yet. Look at that color. Very springtime, summery. Come on, come on. Good enough. I'm going to garnish this. This is a different twist on our cucumber martini. We did the cucumber martini, and there goes Cabot the cat. Last year, I think, and it was a pretty good hit. And it was warm today, so I thought, I want something refreshing. So this is a little different. Today I'm making it with cucumber and mint vodka. Normally I use gin. I use Hendrick's gin, but... So we're going to try this. Are you ready, dear, or shall I deliver?
I'm coming.
All right. Let's get this out of the way. Now, hopefully this is not revolting, but fake it if it is. So thanks for joining us.
And for family, happy Pride Month.
Yep. Oh, that's quite nice.
That's interesting.
I like it.
Not quite sure.
You like it.
Right on my sweet palate, but
It's lemony, it's cucumbery.
it's cucumber.
I don't taste the mint, but that's all right. I like it. And I think you said that about the original version. It was right on your sweet palate. But that's okay. You'll live.
All right, let's real quick check in with who's here.
Yep.
The Pepper Tree guys are going to be working in their garden. And I see my chat software, again, is having issues showing people's picture.
Oh.
All right, Hank's
All right,
in.
Hank. Hi, Hank. Oh, it's only 96. You probably need a jacket.
And Viola's in.
Hi, Viola.
And let's see who else is here. Oh, we just saw Linda.
Hi, Linda. I wish the pictures were working.
Yeah, I don't know what. Oh, I know what's going on. I'm running a piece of beta software for him to test something. Oh, and here's Cooking with Denise, and
hi.
We'll be seeing more of her in our segment on small channels.
Yay!
And Suzanne from Space Coast is here.
Hi, Suzanne.
So I'm showing about 14 people in chat. It's a little early.
Well, that's all right.
All right, let me get this screen cleared. Let's see if we can both be on screen at the same time. There we go.
There we are.
All right.
Hey. So it's all about common myths, food myths today, and how we're going to bust them. Now, before we get into it, dear, do you have any PSAs or...
No, not today.
No.
We don't have any new milestones that I'm
close.
aware of.
We're getting close.
We're getting close, yes.
Yes, we are.
We did pass 1,200,000 views a little while ago, and we're just shy of 8,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
But we're doing about 70,000 views a month right now, so things are good.
Well, then let's get started. Now, I don't have notes today. I don't have a script. We're kind of doing this off the cuff because of the subject matter. And because we were both lazy and didn't sit down to figure this out. We did a lot of research, but until we got home today, we're like, let's figure this out, what we're doing. So how do we get started, dear? Do you want to just start throwing some questions out?
Hold on, let me have another sip here.
I love the color of these drinks.
Mm-hmm. So what we're going to do is we're going to throw up a question. And in chat, we want you to tell us, is it a myth? Or is it a fact? And then we'll give some time for everyone in chat to give us their opinion. And then I'll let you know what the answer is. Meanwhile, host chef here is going to cook.
I'm going to cook. And I'm going to be using some of the foods that we were going to talk about myths from. So see, when we have champagne, you're normally like guzzle, guzzle, guzzle. So today I get the top off of the thing. And this is fun because it just occurred to me, this could be a great mocktail. To take the vodka out and everything else together would still be a nice mocktail. We've had requests for them. So today we're going to make potato salad. Summer's coming, right? And this is an upcoming episode, and I was going to do an episode of just my mother's potato salad. And I thought, I can do better. I need to peatify it a little bit.
And everyone does potato salad. And
Right.
actually, you'll see in what we're going to talk about with our next live stream why this might not be true.
Right. So I have a nice big bowl here. Big bowl. We're going to start by making the dressing. And today I'm going to make a vinaigrette. Now this is a dill vinaigrette. You could also do it with a creamy dressing, which will be in the real episode. But today I was kind of vinaigrette-y feeling. We're going to start with some red wine vinegar. Now I'm going to eyeball all this. Actually, let's not start with red wine.
All right, let's do it. Let's get the crowd going here.
Okay.
So let's put up the first question.
Okay.
All right, so coffee stunts your growth. In chat, everyone, tell us, is that a myth or is it true?
I'm going to start with some egg yolks. I have 2 beautiful egg yolks here.
We'll keep that. Hold on, let me get back there. There we
There
go.
we are. 2 egg yolks right in. That's going to emulsify my dressing. If you have concerns about having raw egg yolks, you can do it with mustard. I just didn't want the extra mustard flavor. All right, little red wine vinegar. I'm just going to eyeball it. You know, the real measurements in imperial and metric will be in the episode. That's a good amount. And if I make too much, oh well.
And glows in.
I glow. A little bit of salt. Some pepper.
Hank's got one that we were going to do, and we didn't. I'm going to just pop it up just for fun.
How long is that? Yeah.
The answer is 1 millisecond.
All right. Let's get this combined. Give it a little whisk. Now I'm going to add in some fresh dill. I love fresh dill. This is a couple tablespoons. I might not even use all of that. If it were dried dill, you would use a teaspoon, maybe a little less. We'll put about half of it.
All right, so we got a bunch of people who jumped in on that one.
Okay.
Both Denise and Linda and somebody else here says myth.
Myth. That is correct.
And the answer is myth.
Yeah.
And I'm going to have to look down and read it because it's long. In adults, researchers have seen that increased coffee caffeine can slightly limit calcium absorption, but the impact is so small that the teaspoon of milk or sugar you put in adequately makes up for it. Mm-hmm. There was also one that you should never give it to your children. Well, no, it's not going to stunt their growth. It'll just make them run around the house a lot.
Oh, I used to always drink coffee as a kid. My older brother, who often got stuck babysitting me, would yell at me, and my mother would be like, it's not going to hurt him, just shut up. Put in a little honey. This honey's starting to crystallize. This is the honey that Sean and Wesley gave us last year from their beehives.
All right,
Yeah,
and I see in chat everyone saying hi to each other, so that's great.
Mm-hmm. Now, Jack and Paul, if you're watching, look what I'm using. All right, now we're going to need some olive oil. And I'm going to drizzle this in while I whisk constantly.
Well, I think, you know what, this is going to take so long today, we may have to have you make both potato salads.
I don't have the stuff to make the other kind.
Upstairs you do?
No, I do not.
Oh, okay.
We did not stop at the store.
I'm not paying attention, sorry.
It's okay. Now this is going to look like a lot, and it really is. And that's okay. I don't mind it being a little more, because the potatoes will soak it up. All right, that's pretty good. Let me give it a little taste. Just in case we need more salt, pepper. Yeah, I think that's okay.
As he adds more pepper.
Just a little, yeah, I want a little more zing to it.
By the way, that's a great trivia. We get asked a lot, how come when chefs taste food, at the end, they're always adding pepper if it needs something. And that's because as they're adding salt in layers, it adds to the food, but pepper tends to burn off very quickly in cooking.
Yeah. I don't know if you all out there in TV land can hear this, but from where the drink spilled as I was shaking it, it's very sticky. So as I move around, my feet are... I'll have to get Karen to mop this.
All right, let's do another one here.
Okay. Sugar and chocolates are aphrodisiac. That's a good question.
So,
It's a good one.
sugar and chocolate are aphrodisiacs. Is that a myth or is that true? Tell us in chat.
All right. Next up, I have an onion that I chopped up, half an onion really, finely minced, and 1 stalk of celery finely minced. I'm gonna dump these in.
Oh, Hank's on a roll here today.
Oh dear.
A watch pot never
Never
boils.
boils.
Unless you're using induction.
Yeah.
All right, so we've only got one person who's given their opinion on whether sugar and chocolate are aphrodisiacs.
Do you have 2 things? Oh yeah.
Yeah,
All right. Now, you're wondering, where are the potatoes? This is potato salad. So, here's my little twist. Besides it being a vinaigrette based, move this just for a moment. I have in this pot, still a little warm, beautiful multicolored little baby potatoes. And, you know, they're all about this size, and all I did was the bigger ones I cut in half. Some of the little baby ones I just kept whole, just for the texture difference. And there's purples and blues and reds and whites and yellows, all kinds. You can find this type of mixture pretty commonly, or even just small baby, all of one kind, red or Yukon Golds or whatever.
and Denise says she loves multicolored potatoes.
I do too. I
Right,
really do.
So we've got a difference of opinion here. Let's get me
chocolate.
back on here. A difference of opinion on this. We have, for the aphrodisiac, we've got Denise says true. Linda says she thinks she's agree. Hank says true. And Viola says definitely not, but addictive, yes. And the winner is it's a myth. So you don't get worked up over sugar. There's no evidence to support the notion that any food, including chocolate, simulates sexual desires. That includes oysters.
And green M&Ms.
Green M&Ms.
However, what I would say to that is that it's the person giving you the chocolates or opening the oysters for you and doing that wonderful gesture. Glow says yes. So these are beautiful. Yeah, I love these. And I cut them all in half, and they're still a little bit warm. I'm just going to dump things in. This is 2 pounds, by the way, of these little baby potatoes. And, you know, I just boiled some water, added some salt, popped them in whole. It took about 7 minutes for them to boil. You want them to be soft, but not mushy, like fork tender. You still want to know you're eating a potato. And if some of the bigger ones, when you pull them out, are still maybe a hair, like you think, oh, they need 5 more minutes, don't do it. Drain them, leave them in the pot, and let them sit. The carryover cooking will finish them for them. And then you let them cool so you can handle them, and hopefully they're still warm, because you want your dressing to go on while they're still warm. As they cool, they're going to start soaking up that dressing. These could be a little warmer, but that's okay.
All right, let's do another one.
All right, so I'm going to stir this up, and we're going to let it sit for a few minutes before I allow my husband to taste it.
All right, so we got a new one here.
Okay?
It says, I don't need to wait an hour after eating to swim to prevent cramps.
I know.
I don't need to wait an hour after eating, it should say before swimming, to prevent cramps. True or myth or fact?
Do. All right.
I should have got the Jeopardy music for this.
Do. Yeah, let me try one when Phil's not looking.
Blah, blah, blah.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be good. Just needs to rest. Now, I was trying to save this to a little later in the show, so I may cook something else. I've got eggs here. Whatever. All right.
Hold on. Can I use both hands? Hold please.
For what?
Well, I can taste some and I can sip. Really?
Let's not be savages. It will be better after it sits a while.
I know. You'll see what vinaigrette tastes like.
Yeah, it's nice.
Especially the purple ones.
And then I'll scatter more dill over the top. I think I use a little bit more dill. On one of the test versions.
A little bit more acid. I was a little bit more red wine vinegar.
As I was saying, in one of the test versions, I use dried dill and use a little more. My mom used to say, "Wait to swim." I believe her. Glow says, "True, cooking true."
So it's true in that you don't have to wait. So I kind of reversed this, but no, the whole idea, the thought used to be that digesting food would draw blood to your stomach, meaning less blood's available for your muscles, making them more likely to cramp. But there's no evidence to ever support that claim. In fact, there's never ever been a case of a drowning because they had a cramp related to swimming with a full stomach. So I don't need to wait an hour is actually true.
I think people have probably gotten cramps while they're swimming because they weren't used to swimming and were doing it a lot. And
Oh, my favorite one's coming up next. Yay.
okay, all right. So here is a quick version. As I started to say, when I was doing a test run, I made the vinaigrette and it was just playing around. You know how you do. And I used a little bit too much dried dill, so when I made it, it was just like this green, everything was green. And I thought, that's disappointing. It tasted great, but I wanted all these colors of these beautiful potatoes to shine through. All right, I add some more acid, a little bit more seasoning, a little more dill. You know what, let's just put it all in. I love dill. You love dill.
Especially from our garden.
Which was our garden to shop right. I think there is actually wild dill growing out there if the lawn people haven't gotten to it. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Linda.
Oh, okay, I see what's going on. I gotta go talk to the developer again. I
Yeah.
see what he did.
Yep.
All right, let's do another one.
Yes.
This one's my favorite one.
Oh, dear. Pork,
Pork
must
be cooked to 160 to 180 to be safe to eat. Pork must be cooked to 160 degrees for safety. Myth or fact? Tell us in chat.
Yeah. I know why that's your favorite. Kenneth, look what dishes I'm
Oops,
using.
there we go.
I'll dish you out a little bit because we'll have this for dinner.
You have to come deliver it to me. I got a couple
will, dear.
screens going
I
here.
will deliver it to you. It's okay. Just a little bite.
Oop, we got strong opinions on this one.
Okay.
I gotta keep. There's a lot of chat going on here.
Okay. All right. You never know what's going to be controversial in these things.
For those that are new to the channel, you may or may not see all of the chat messages depending on how you're seeing us, because we are simultaneously broadcasting to YouTube and Facebook. I see them both and I'll put them up there, but
best
if
you
you're
can.
only posting it in YouTube, other people might not see it and vice versa. Oops, wait a minute. Here, where's me? There we go.
We have a fork. Here's a nappy.
I got a fork. Yum, yum. There we go.
Let's have a little taste. Oh, it's almost time for you.
Almost. That's
Yeah.
better. Now you can really taste it.
Well,
I'm the missing secret ingredient man.
I did it by eyeball, dear.
I'm pretty good when Peter makes something. If there's a missing flavor, I usually know what it is.
And that's
The
usually
problem
because,
is we can't repeat it very often.
well, unless I write it down right then and there. But the problem is he does that for me because after I've tasted this 15 times, my palate's kind of blind to it. So,
All right, everybody got this. It's a myth. It's false. It's a myth. It's a myth.
Was that Kevin I saw?
Where are we here? Yeah.
Okay.
The fear, the cooking pork to 160 and 180 came around from the government because there was a fear in most people when it came to eating pork that it would be passed down from generation to generation. Let's try that again. There's a fear in most people when it comes to eating pork. It was passed down from generation to generation that pork must be cooked to oblivion until it's safe to eat. The reasoning is that trichinosis parasite. However, modern practices have reduced the occurrence of this parasite to virtually nothing. And since the 1950s, the only case of trichinosis has come from eating wild game. The best temperature is 140 to 145, and a little pink is very healthy.
There you hear it. Now, I actually know someone, a friend of my parents. I don't even know if she's still alive, but she was probably one of the last people to have a case of trichinosis, and she would not eat pork. Of course, that happened in the 50s, during the Korean War, so. Okay.
All right, it looks like it's coming up to me.
Yeah,
so give me a second to...
Go ahead. I'll just stand here and look pretty and drink my drink.
Let me flip my screens around so we get the right person. All right, are we ready to go?
Go ahead, because I'll clear the decks here.
Okay. All right, as most of you know who follow the channel, Peter and I are big supporters of other small YouTube channels doing similar items. And that's because it's tough. YouTube is definitely a marathon, not a sprint. So today I want to introduce you to Cooking with Denise. Matter of fact, I see her in chat. And she's got a nice, healthy set of videos. So Denise's recipes for cooking, easy, healthy, and delicious. She's a Southern girl who loves to cook, and she began cooking at 8 years old.
Wow.
I've also owned my own Betty Crocker's cookbook for boys and girls, and it served me well. And if you take a look, she's got a great set of videos. Everything from Lebanese salad to shrimp, to all sorts of things, and sort of similar to us, her target videos are in that 9 to 12 minute sweet spot range. Denise also has a website that she has her videos and her recipes on a website. So let me take a second and I will put her link to her channel in chat. It's already there in the show notes for those on Facebook and on YouTube. Go visit her. Tell her that you saw her on Let's Celebrate TV. And remember, the best thing you can do for a channel is like them and leave a comment. Yes, it'd be great to subscribe, but leave a comment. That's the most important thing. Small channels have one advantage that big channels don't, and that is they can answer every question or answer lots of questions and take your feedback. All right, it's back to you.
Back to me, Bob.
Right, and I will post, oops, hold on.
Post.
You can't see that screen. Here we go, Cooking with Denise. And I need to get back to my screens now.
Yes, you do, mon petite.
I had too many screens over here. There we go.
Okay.
And we'll go like this, and we will now paste it.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it's Cooking with Denise.
Yep.
All right, and yeah, Viola says Denise is a great cook. And Kevin says Mackenzie says potato salad looks colorful and yummy.
It is.
It is.
I'll make it for you the next time you come over.
Except not tonight.
Yeah. Grandpa and Campy are tired. We had a late night last night at camp.
Yeah.
I really thought today I'd be like, hello, welcome to Let's Celebrate TV. Shh. Yeah. So I'm just going to cook some stuff because I want a snack. And let's keep doing some stuff. So I'm going to chop some onions.
All right, well, you do that. Let's do another one.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like this one. Fruit juice isn't healthier than soda. Is that a myth or a fact? Fruit juice isn't healthier than soda.
Is not healthier.
Is not healthier. Fruit juice is not healthier than soda. Is that a myth or is that a fact? We'll leave it up there a bit longer.
Little knife skills. Finally, Vice. I'm just going to make some eggs because I love eggs and they make a great snack. And we had a early breakfast and now we're at lunch.
All right, I love someone coming in here. Right now we have all 3 or 4 definitions. We'll keep going on this one.
Okay.
Again, fruit juice isn't healthier than soda. Is that a myth? Is that a fact?
And meanwhile, didn't you say the map is working or is it not working now?
Well, because the encoding is broken, I don't think I want to try it.
Okay.
We'll save that for 2 weeks from now.
Okay.
Okay. That's the tough part about being on the bleeding edge of software development. We do a lot of stuff on here testing, so.
All right. And that's way too much butter than I needed, but that's okay. Now, you probably all thought I was going to scoop this up on the knife. Never do that. Oops. Bench scraper. This won't cut me. Let's get some onions a-frying, softening, sweating. Because what a wonderful smell that is.
And Glow says, thanks for sharing Denise's channel. And again, while I have everybody here, if all you subscribers, all you people here, have go to a lot of small cooking channels and you think I should take a look at them, send it to me. We are looking for small channels. So that would be, we define that as 2,500 subscribers or less. They produce a video at least once a week, and the video shows their face. We don't like promoting channels where it's just an overhead shot of the food and their hands and they're just recording it. We want to see a face and a personality. If you know of a channel like that and you think we should feature them, send it to me.
So I have a question for our viewers, especially those of you here today who are also YouTube creators. You have your own channels, so all of our supporters. Have y'all noticed that lately the keyboard warriors have been a little more active? We've been getting some real doozies. Like, I know, was it Black Cat Kitchen?
Yeah.
Did the video. I think we're going to have to do that too, because some of it, it's like, where are you getting this? Like, what? And, you know, we always, when we get those things, we just go, thanks for watching, smoochies, and then, because that just irritates them. But it's like, some days, like, wow, what do we do? What's going on here? So is it just us, or are all of you having that too?
All right, so we have huge differences of opinions on the fruit juice isn't healthier than soda. Okay, let me scroll them all back because there's a ton of them.
Good.
All right, so Denise says a myth. Brian, says, hey guys, fruit juice has to be better even with the natural sugar. Suzanne says depends.
Okay.
Viola says both have sugar. So the answer is, it's a fact, fruit juice is not healthier than soda. Although 100% fruit juices do retain vitamins and minerals from the fruit, both soda and fruit juice are mainly comprised of sugar and water. Fruit juices often contain as much sugar as soda. Even though sugar in fruit is technically considered natural sugar, it's still metabolized in your body the same way. So, fruit juice and soda are both bad for you.
I don't know if I buy into that. From the sugar standpoint, yeah. However, I think...
Read this one.
I see it. Look. I love you, Dixie. Oops. But anyway, I'm not sure I buy that because there are nutrients from the fruit, and quite often there's extra fiber in too that you wouldn't get from soda. But as far as sugar goes, yeah, the sugar part is the same.
That's why as diabetics we can't have orange juice most of the time.
Well, we can.
We can, but we're not supposed to.
Back in the day, like in the 80s, you were allowed. It was part of when they did the whole exchange program, and that was considered a meal. I had an aunt, courtesy aunt, who was diabetic, and she loved orange juice, and she would drink a quart of orange juice as a meal, which I could never do.
All right, let's go. Let's keep going. We're on a roll here.
Okay.
All right. Eating chocolate gives you acne. Fact or myth? Myth or fact? Eating chocolate gives you acne.
That's what we always used to believe.
Well, it could be true.
And I know when I was a teenager, that's what we believed. Anyone?
No, they're still going.
Are they?
Yep.
Okay.
Takes a bit.
Yeah.
All right, we already got a split decision. We'll go a little longer. Again, eating chocolate gives you acne. Is that a myth or is it true?
I would say that it's been so long since I've had acne, I don't remember, but then watch tomorrow, I'm going to wake up completely broken out. And they'll be like, it was that cucumber martini.
We can count the zits.
Yeah.
All right, let's bring on the
What do we
crowd
do?
here. We got Linda says it's a myth. Glow says it's a myth. Viola says it's a fact. Denise says it's a fact. Brian says it's a myth. And the answer is, let me put me back on screen here. Here we go. The answer is it's a myth. And it's great. It says, for 1 month, scientists fed dozens of people candy bars containing 10 times the usual amount of chocolate and dozens of other fake chocolate bars. When they counted the zits before and after each diet, there was no difference between the two groups.
Ew.
Neither the chocolate nor the fat seemed to have any effect on acne. Yeah, I do this weird research stuff.
Ew. Count the zits. You couldn't pay me enough.
Okay, Rai says I want to be the test subject. Bring on the chocolate.
Yeah, but then who's going to get the job of counting the zits if you get them?
You're counting the bottles at shots. Oh, sorry.
Shots?
Kevin says the same thing. I kind of wish to be part of it.
Yeah. That's okay. Oh, you haven't finished your drink, dear.
I'm eating. I got multiple screens.
I know.
I got tater salad. Okay, fine.
Okay.
Hit the right screen button.
It's
okay,
fine.
see, now I'm gone.
There you go. Okay.
That would be an interesting shot if we made that
What?
this
That?
and froze it up so it's a little soft and take it to Friday and Saturdays.
Brian, what do you think? Mr. Brian? A cucumber martini shot? At shots?
All right, let's do another one. Wow, 10 after already.
Yeah.
All right. Eating ice cream makes your cold worse.
Oh.
Is that a myth or is that a fact?
Huh. That's a tough one.
I'm seeing all those people going phlegm.
That's what I'm thinking. That's exactly what I'm
Eating
thinking.
ice cream makes your cold worse. Is that a myth or is that a fact? Tell us in chat.
And then someone like Brian is going, well, the last one, so he's trying to psych me out. He's trying to trick me. So probably...
I'm waiting for Brian to come back and say he wants the chocolate and the ice cream as the test subject. Oh, we're omeleting. Yay!
Well, you know, it shows you how quick you can throw an omelet together without even trying. Now, which is funny, when I try and make an omelet, like for a Sunday breakfast or something, I screw it up every time. I'll do 2 in these cute little pans. His will be perfect. Mine, just bleh. So will eating ice cream make your cold worse? It's been a while.
All right,
Knock on wood.
we got a split decision
I've
here.
had a cold.
Denise says myth. Glow says it's true. Viola says it's true. Kevin, well, being Kevin, says ice cream is the solution to everything. And the answer is it's a myth. If you're homesick with a cold, you can totally go ahead and comfort yourself with ice cream. It was thought that the idea that dairy increases mucus production is very fortunately not true, according to researchers. In fact, frozen dairy products can soothe the sore throat and provide calories you may otherwise be missing when you're not eating from the cold.
Right. Huh. Okay. But yeah, thinking of the phlegm, that's why I would think it might be true, or at least partially true.
All right, this one's just too much fun. I can't not do this one. My mother and my grandmother. Because I can't chew gum.
Takes 7 years for gum to digest if you swallow it. Really?
Fact or fiction?
I say fiction. Now, one of my grandmothers was a nurse back in the 30s and 40s, and she did have this tale of some teenage girl who had swallowed a bunch of gum, and it caused intestinal blockage, and it was a whole big major surgery, and then...
I'm going to comment on that exact subject, so...
Because it was the 30s, it was a big, huge deal, and pulling gum out of her intestine. But I don't know how true that was. Unless gum was different in the 30s. I wasn't there. What are you going to comment?
All right, guys. A myth, a myth, a myth, a myth.
Yep.
It's a myth, but gum is mostly indigestible, but occasionally swallowing a piece will just pass through, just like anything else you eat that your body doesn't want. The only cases where swallowed gum caused a problem, and here's what you were saying, is when the gum was swallowed with other things that shouldn't be in her stomach. Scientific American cites a case where a 4-year-old girl suffered a gastrointestinal blockage from a wad of gum that had 4 coins inside it.
Oh, well.
So you get partial credit for that one.
Well, I didn't know if it was true or not. I just know the story I was told. That's all.
God, I got to go to page 2 now.
I know.
All right, where's our grandmothers for this one? Chicken soup helps heal a cold.
I say true.
Is that a myth or is it a fact?
I say fact.
I agree with Linda. Good grief.
All right. I'm not going to eat my dinner if I keep eating that.
All right. Chicken soup helps.
I say it's real. Mm-hmm. I do.
All right, we got 2. Let's see if we get a few more. Again, chicken soup helps heal a cold.
Yeah.
Is that a myth or is it a fact?
I say fact. There's probably lots of reasons why, but...
All right, we got true, we got true according to the book. Hank says yes. And the answer is true because both hydrating, which helps to replenish fluids that you lose through vomiting and diarrhea when you're sick, and it's soothing to the stomach from the ginger often found in chicken noodle soup. Chicken noodle soup can help cure a common cold, not by curing it, but making the symptoms feel better. Plus, carrots and celery, common in chicken soup, contain vitamin A, which is needed for a healthy immune system.
I don't know that I've ever put ginger in my chicken soup. Maybe I will. That kind of sounds yummy. Have you ever put ginger in chicken soup or chicken noodle soup? I don't think I have, but I don't know where you got that info from, but I like the idea.
Good sources.
Okay.
Is Popeye in the audience?
Okay.
Spinach makes you strong.
Yeah, if you're Popeye.
Myth or fact?
But is that instantly strong?
I don't think so. That's Popeye cartoons, but
Well,
spinach makes you strong. Is that a myth or is that a fact? Is it true?
we love spinach. But don't eat too often. So I'm sure they're enjoying this.
I'm doing important work for all of our people in chat.
Yeah.
I'm being the taste tester.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, I'm sure they're enjoying this live stream of me just standing here and listening to you and stuffing my face.
So what are we doing for dinner tonight?
I think Kevin's taking us out to dinner. No, dear, I have a London broil thawing. I'm going to have potato salad. And a vegetable to be determined.
All right, so we've got a yes, a myth, a Popeye myth, another myth. It's helpful, it's healthy, and it's true. And Viola give iron yes. So the answer is yes, Viola is correct. Popeye had it right. The leafy green can help boost muscle power. It contains iron needed for proper red cell blood function and essential for oxygen transportation. For optimum iron absorption from spinach, be sure to add a source of vitamin C. A squeeze of lemon on the spinach will do it.
Now, I wonder if that's true of other dark leafy greens like kale, which is people either love it or hate it, or Swiss chard, something like that, which I love all of those things. So, what else you got?
That's a problem that we do not have.
Always said to put hair in your chest.
I got more hair in my chest than most people have in their heads. That was too much information, I know.
Yeah, dear. There's a practical limit.
All right, let's do a fun one.
Okay.
The more colorful the fruit or vegetable, the more nutritious it is.
Yeah, colors.
The more colorful the fruit or vegetable, the more nutrition it is.
I am going to
say... Is that a myth or is that a fact?
I am going to say a partial fact, and I will explain why once you get there.
Again, so the more colorful the fruit or vegetable, the more nutritious it is.
Yeah. Now this is just soaking up this vinaigrette. These are going to be great. Probably by the time we sit down to dinner, or even tomorrow. Maybe
Actually, when it gets real cold and they firm up a bit.
Yeah, maybe I'll save it for tomorrow night's dinner. We'll have it with some fisheye or something.
Okay, the more colorful the fruit or vegetable, more nutritional it is. So we've got a true and a yes. And in this case, Peter, you're correct. It's a partial truth.
Ha!
And partial in the sense, in general, it's a good rule to follow. But the but is the white color group is actually nutritionally better than all of them. Cauliflower is full of antioxidants and vitamin C and folate. Mushrooms provide vitamin D. And unlike other produce items, cabbage is chock full of A, B, C, and K, as well as calcium. Eating a variety of fruits and veggies, each with their own unique profile, is the most important. So the general statement is yes.
And that's what
mostly for fruits.
That's what I was going to say is, yeah, we should eat the rainbow when it comes to food in general, but especially for our fruits and vegetables. But that does not mean that we should not eat white. How much spinach must you use? That's a good question. When you think of cauliflower and cabbages and mushrooms, white asparagus, what's the endive? They're grown in darkness, so they grow. They don't have nut green because of chlorophyll from the sunlight, but they have all the same nutrients, sometimes more. So you can eat white food. White vegetables like potatoes and things have gotten such a bad rap. I've had that argument with doctors over the years. Moderation and variety.
This one is weird. I don't understand this, and I actually made a typo when I did it. It says canola oil is toxic. What it should say is canola oil is toxic in high volumes.
Okay, well, I've heard that. I've heard many people. In fact, one of our episodes recently, I used vegetable oil or something, and someone wrote in yelling at me about how all the seed oils are toxic and you know, keyboard warriors.
All right, so canola oil is toxic in large amounts. Is that true or is that a myth?
Good question. I think it's a myth.
Well, I think we stumped everybody this time. Chat got really quiet.
I think it's a myth, but, you know. I can't cook anything else. I don't have anything down here to cook.
That's all right. We're almost at that time anyway.
Oh, yeah. 20 after.
All right. So the answer is it's a myth. You may have seen it in social media posts that claim canola oil, sunflower oil, and other seed oils are toxic, but science does not back that up.
Right.
Canola oil is very low in saturated fat and high in healthy monosaturated fats, omega-3s, and phytosterols, which are known to reduce the absorption of cholesterol in the body. So it looks like Glow got it right. Denise says, I don't know, but it does cause inflammation. I've not heard that.
I've not heard that either.
And Viola says it's a man-made oil and it's not healthy. It's true. So science does not seem to back that up. Ooh, I'll do one more and then we will talk about what's going on next week. This is a good one.
Okay.
Oops, let me get rid of that list. Canned, frozen, and dry fruits and vegetables are as healthy as the fresh variety.
I'm going to say partial.
Canned, frozen, and dried fruits and vegetables are as healthy as the fresh variety. And I guess I couldn't spell when I typed that.
Well, dear, you were typing that in and it was, 325.
We work great under pressure.
Well, not really, but yeah. It's a bad
All
habit
right.
we have.
So again, canned, frozen, or dried fruits and vegetables are as healthy as the fresh variety.
Oh, yeah, you did do a typo.
They did there. Well, the QC manager didn't check it.
Because the QC manager was never sent to proofreading, so.
All right, we got one person who's daring to answer on that one. One more time.
I still say partial. Partially true.
Canned, frozen, or dried fruits and vegetables are
And
as healthy as the fresh variety.
I can back up my argument.
All right, Denise says myth. Kevin says myth, they have added preservatives. And the answer is, it's true. Despite the enduring belief that fresh is best, research has found that frozen, canned, and dried fruits and vegetables can be just as nutritious as their fresh counterpoint. That being said, some manufacturers do sneak in added sugar, sodium, and saturated fats. But for those with no additives, canned, frozen, dried fruits and vegetables are as healthy as the fresh. A lot of that is because they are frozen or canned right while they're
Peak of freshness.
peak of freshness.
Yeah, so that's what I was going to say.
And
That
Lowe's got it right. It's true. For some
right.
canned,
Read your labels.
read the labels.
Yep. Look at all that. I said we still have lots of time left. We only
Well,
have 10
Viola
minutes.
says they're both healthy, but I would say no, fresh is healthier. I would say fresh tastes better, but it's not healthier. And a lot of these myths and facts are based on nutrition.
Right.
And what's nutrition and what's better are not the same thing.
Well, that's true. And I would agree. Fresh is always better than canned. I interchange fresh and frozen. I keep a few canned things. We've talked about that. But I read my labels and I'm very selective about it. What ooh?
How about this one? Cow's milk is healthier than plant-based milks like almond, rice, and hemp milk.
I
We have people with very strong opinions on this
yeah,
one.
I want to hear. your
Cow's milk
opinions.
is healthier
Yep.
than plant-based milks like almond, rice, and hemp milk.
Would you like some of this omelet or will it ruin your dinner? A little salty.
Does bringing my own fork tell me?
It's a little salty. Just some onions, some butter, some organic eggs. You know I like my organic eggs.
A nice soft center.
Yeah.
Not overdone.
As it should have. So what are we thinking?
Again, cow's milk is healthier than plant-based milks like almond, rice, and hemp.
I say yes.
So we've got one true. We've got Denise
So-
says it's a myth. You're saying it's true.
I say it's true.
And the answer is it's true. There's a perception that plant-based milks, such as those made from oats, almonds, rice, and hemp, are more nutrition than cow's milk. It's not true. Many have added ingredients like sodium, added in sugars, which contribute to poor health than cow's milk.
Another thing, and I have a little story to tell about this if we have time. The way they make a lot of them is like almond milk. They grind up almonds and it's mixed with water. And a lot of nutritionists and dietitians are saying like you get more out of it if you just eat almonds. So we have a friend. Years ago, he invited us to a barbecue, and his sister and brother-in-law were there, and his sister was a, I don't know, dietitian, nutritionist, something or other. So we're outside in their backyard, and we're cooking up burgers and dogs and sausages and ribs. It was a total like meat fest. I think there's maybe one little container of a deli salad, but it was fine. So she's sitting there, chain smoking the whole time, lecturing us on how you're not supposed to drink cow's milk. It's a different species. We're not supposed to drink milk from other species, eating a burger, smoking away. And she's like, bite a burger, puff, puff, puff. And it was really, we just kind of sat there going, oh, that's fascinating. Oh, I didn't know that. People are funny. But yeah, okay, you're a nutritionist, chain smoking. Oh, I know the answer to this one.
Consuming carrots improves your vision.
We've talked about this. If some of you remember, we did talk about this on a recent live stream.
Consuming carrots will improve your vision. Said by two men here that wearing glasses, and one of them is legally blind when his glasses are off. What do
you want me to say?
Where's the Jeopardy music when I needed it?
I know, we didn't think about that.
All right. For those, it's a myth. Carrots are good for you, but eating them in excess isn't going to give you any better vision.
Might turn your skin orange.
The myth was started by the British in World War II as propaganda that they could see better at night and shoot down more planes because their eyesight was improved by eating carrots.
And that was also a crop that they could grow locally, that they didn't have to depend on being imported through blockades and things. So they got everyone to...
All right, so Kevin says myth, Glow says true, and Denise says true. So...
I mean, they have vitamin K, which is good for your eyes, the carotene, and it's good for your skin and everything. But no, it was all propaganda. Truly.
All right. It's 4:28. Let's talk about what we got coming up.
Well, I put notes in one note, but I guess I can look on my phone.
Hold on.
What we had talked about, or can you pull it up there? Come on.
Our next live stream
In 2 weeks.
in 2 weeks is
I don't remember what we said.
picnics without potato salad.
That's right. I remember now.
As we make potato salad here, and it's Tuesday's episode. So that the picnics without potato salads, we're going to talk about all sorts of things that you could make for a picnic, or we like picnics for two, that has nothing to do with potato salad.
Sometimes we're gonna set up some different picnics, menus, and things. We'll do some cooking. Maybe make one a little fancier. Maybe make one a little more rustic, perhaps, but no potato salad. So if you think that a picnic is cold fried chicken and potato salad, we're gonna expand on that and blow you away. So what else do we have coming up? So we have this potato salad coming up. We have a few others that we have filmed that we can't seem to just get edited because our jobs. We also have mac and cheese. We have coming up. We have some more basic skills. So we did a few years ago how to boil an egg, and now I'm thinking like maybe we need to teach people how to fry bacon, because we have experienced recently, and we've been talking to people at camp. There are people out there who boil the bacon before they fry it. I don't know why. We know someone who flours their bacon. Someone who will only do it if he puts it in brown sugar before he fries it. I used to know someone I dated a long time before Philip. He would cook us a pound of bacon each for breakfast on a Saturday. And you just put the whole pound in the pan, cover it, a little bit of water and cover it, and you get this pound of steamed. Oh. Needless to say, we didn't date very long. But I think we need to do some more basic skills like that.
Well, and we put out the How to Boil an Egg short on Wednesday, and it gained 8,000 views in one day.
So look for some more basic skills and basic recipes for things that you're going to go like, who doesn't know how to do that? But, oh, I loved, but Hank, actually Jell-O salads and aspics and food suspended and things. That's making a comeback.
All right. So
All right.
Viola says, thanks for great info.
It was fun.
We're going to start to wrap this up.
Yep.
So let's do a little bit of credit work here. And besides that, let's special thanks to our channel supporters, Brad and Brian, and Carol Valentine, Joe and Peggy, Rob and Robin, Hank Miner, Meg, Rode Microphones, and all the people in chat today. And
Yes.
yay, I got that